Alright gang, welcome back to Alex's Cocktail Club. As always, I'm Alex and this is Cocktail Club. Tonight we're going to be making two cider cocktails. The first is using Thatcher's Haze, which is a recipe from the Thatcher's website, so it should be reasonable at the very least. And the other is a honey rosemary kind of whiskey bourbony sort of thing, and that's one that I found on a wedding ideas kind of website. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to do it a little bit differently to their recipe because, well, I want to. So we'll start with the Thatcher's cocktail. It's called a Hazy Daiquiri. Thatcher's, if you need a new spokesperson, I mean, I'm sort of doing it. So we're going to start with some ice. It's the wrong glass. It's going to be 2 doubles of cider, 1 double of white rum. Their recipe says 15 ml lemon juice, 7 ml of sugar syrup. So it's kind of a sour mix that's a little more sour than sweet. So I'm just going to eyeball that. And then we're just going to shake this up until the shaker's too cold to hold. And Thatcher's reckon this is a martini glass drink, but I don't have any. Lovely. Okay. Alright, Thatcher's, that's good. That is delicious. Well done, Thatcher's. Good work. And now, we're going to make a rosemary, bourbony cider thing. We're going to start with doing the syrup. It's going to be a honey rosemary syrup. As with all the previous syrups, we're going to do equal weights of water and sugar, but instead of just using granulated sugar or whatever, we're going to use honey. So that's going to be our sugar weight for this one. So we'll just do 120 of each again because that's quite a nice just amount of syrup to have around. It doesn't last forever, this stuff, you can keep it for a few weeks. So then 120 of water as well. About a handful of rosemary. Going to leave a couple of bits out ready for garnishing. Ignatius. Give it all just a little stir about. And then once this is going, you want to give it about 20 minutes for the rosemary to steep into the syrup, get all really nice and herbaceous. Don't let it boil. So I'm just going to leave that and we give it 20 minutes or so just to come together. And we're just going to stick this in a bowl with some ice water to cool it a bit quicker because, well, I want to taste this drink now. The first one we're going to use Henny's because I like it. Also, it's quite a dry cider and we're adding ginger beer and honey syrup to it. So I don't want to start with a sweet cider. This one we're just going to build it over ice in a old-fashioned rocks glass. It's a whiskey glass that I found. A double cider. This tea towel, by the way, is from my pal Lisa, Stitchiban on Instagram. If you guys want to send me tea towels, feel free. Then we'll have a single of my pal Old Samuel. And then a single of ginger beer. Then we're going to have a single of our delicious syrup that we've made. It's a much winterier, it's much winterier than what I'd expected it to be honest. I think it's the honey makes it a really kind of like luxurious, warm, even though it's full of ice, drink. And then you've got the rosemary, which is kind of a, well, roast beefy vibes, but obviously it doesn't taste like roast beef, but that's kind of where you go off to. Very nice, very interesting. We got summer cider, great for right now, and we got autumn cider. Get that in a couple of months for anyone watching in America. All of these ciders that I've used, imagine I was saying hard cider. We don't really do that in the UK. All cider's hard cider. That's like saying alcoholic beer here. Tonight's episode was a request from my good pal Will. Asked for a few cider cocktails. Guys, if you've got any recipes that you want to see made, just pop it in the comments down below. I might make it, I might not. Well, we'll see if it sounds like something I fancy. Cider cocktails are a winner. Well done, Will.